Because when them numbers start, when they start throwing them numbers at you, I'm telling you, you got to stick and move. You got to bob and weave, because those numbers on themselves, it will get you every time. Hey cookies, welcome back to my channel. Here at the Phresh Code, we are decoding all things fashion, style. Cause y'all, we both know those are two totally different things. You know, we're gonna be getting into some beauty from time to time, and also lifestyle. If that seems like your vibe, if that seems like your jam, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell button so you don't miss any of the decoding that's going down here at the Phresh Code. Also, add me on the socials, on the interweb socials. I'm at the Phresh Code with a PH, the same thing. It's consistent throughout because I have a lot more content on my IG. I'm trying to get it together with this Twitter, honey. This Twitter is causing me a little bit of grief, honey. I've never quite understood it. I think I'm starting to understand it, but that remains to be seen. So I'm revamping and trying to pull some things together there, but nonetheless, I am there. So I'll have it all laid out for you. So go add me. Because if you want to get content from me, especially my style sessions, you know, my tips and tricks on how to put the looks together, you're going to want to add me on IG and TikTok. But let's first address the elephant in the room. So I've been gone for a little minute. Now I'm back with the jump off. It's been some time because I had a lot going on. As you can see, I have a new background. Surprise! I moved. So bought a home and I was dealing with all of that. It could be a bit much, but you know, we're smooth sailing. You know, we've gotten the things in the home. It's not complete. Also, yeah, I'm probably going to be bringing some home content to you guys because it's been kind of fun. And I'm getting in my interior design bag. So you flexing a similar muscle. It ain't the same now because, you know, I want to go out here and have these interior designers think that I'm like, okay, just because you got fashionable style and, you know, aesthetic, stylishly, that means you can do interior design. I'm not saying that, but if you have an eye, it typically translates in some way. And I've just been having a fun time, you know, getting my home together. So I think I'm going to bring some content. I don't really know because I'm sort of kind of like a private person a little bit. Even doing this was a lot for me. It took a lot out the kid. It took a lot out the kid to get here. Because I'm kind of like, you know, you're going to get this fit and you're going to be happy with it. So, I don't know. You know, we got to see. We'll figure it out. But y'all didn't come here to hear me ramble. Y'all came because y'all saw that thumbnail. You saw that I was doing a haul, baby, and y'all love the hauls. But let's get into this haul because let me tell you, I got some real good stuff for you guys. And I'm so proud of myself, y'all. I'm very proud of myself because I stuck to my gun. Because when them numbers when they start throwing them numbers at you, I'm telling you, those numbers on themselves, it will get you every time. But I've always kept a list and I always check it twice. I do not let the sales get me all discombobulated. So when it comes to sales, like you have to be real diligent because you can end up buying something just because it's Bottega and it's $150. It's a Bottega dress, but it's ugly. I mean, shoot. Designers don't always get it right. I don't always get it right. So, I mean, just because it's designer don't mean it's cute, you know? I mean, 9 times out of 10, it might be cute. So I tell anybody, keep your guard up. But I'm going to do a video on that soon because I fancy myself an avid shopper. I have the things and I love me a good sale. So if I can find it on sale, baby, I am always thrilled, which is why I'm thrilled about this haul because I got almost all of this on sale. I think, almost all of this on sale. But let's start out with the first item up for bid. these Chanel glasses. Now I probably should have these on because I am a little blind. You know, when I don't wear my glasses, I'm just trying to be too cool for school. But I got these glasses. It's like a tortoise frame. And for me, I always go for a black frame because I have to wear glasses to see. So what gives me comfort is something black. I love black. Black is going to work each and every time. It's going to look professional. It's going to look sleek. I have to be on these calls, FaceTime. So, you know, I got to I got to look like the attorney that I am, you know, because this is on a Monday through Friday, you don't get this. A little more buttoned up. So I always go with black, but this time I said, I'm going to do something different. And I wanted to dabble in the whole tortoise situation. And this, girl, honey, I jumped in. I jumped in. Because if you can see this, this is a different type of tortoise. I mean, these colors, you know, tortoise is usually, the colors are usually kind of more compact. This is, you know, it's a little busy. It's a little busy. But I'm not mad at it. I like it. And I think it's professional enough. So I think we're going to get some good wearing out of these. Should I keep these on for the rest of the video? Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, I'll keep these on for the rest of the video. Now, let's move on to the next thing. I got these really nice shoes from the Real. So these Tom Fords, I think these are vintage. They came out sometime in the 2000s. I mean, I know because of this shape heel, like designers are not really making heels like this anymore. I can't remember exactly when they came out, but I saw this creator on Instagram. Her name is Sierra. I think it's Sierra. I'll put her information right there, but she's a stylist. And she showed these black pair. And I was like, oh my God, these shoes are right up my alley. And we all know, we just talked about this. I loves me a black because it's safe. I know if I'm spending my money, I'm going to wear the black. But I couldn't find them in black, and they had some other colors, and I wasn't really sure about them. But white, I love me a good white shoe. And for me, white is safe too, because I use white when I want like a jolting type of visual when it comes to my outfits. Like if I'm wearing something colorful, then I'll pop a stark white in there because it's going to break that up and it's going to just kind of draw some interest. Now, these are new shoes. I got them from the Real, but they are new. And I think these are going to be a good workhorse in my closet. Why? Because of this buckle. Now, let me tell you about this buckle. This is what drew me to these shoes, because this buckle is going to act as a styling element. Now, me with some jeans and tucking the jeans in this to kind of cinch them together. Y'all know I love me a good jogger, baby, because I'm like the dudes. When the winter time come out, the kid is going to bring out the gray joggers. I love a pair of gray joggers. I have a few pair, but there's this one pair I really love because they style so proper. I'm going to go with everything, and I think they're going to look so good with these. With this buckle here, it just has an element of proportion. You know, I'm always talking about proportions. It's going to cut up those lines in your outfit, you know. Like, this cuts up the visual because this is a little more cropped. Then you have my jeans, and then this buckle is going to cut up the visual lines in the outfit as well. So I'm trying to let you guys know my thought process about why I buy things and how I style things, why I style them this way. But this was a great buy. I cannot wait to wear those. I will put down some links for those because the Real still have a few pair left. They're going to be more colorful. I don't think they have the white or the black, but they have something there. So I'll link what they have. Now, this pair of boots, got these in. I wanted these for a very long time, and these are the infamous Bottega puddle boots. I haven't worn them yet. They are brand new. I got them from Chic. I'm so happy that I found them, and I found them in this color because this was the exact color that I wanted. Now, when they first came out, this came out back during the pandemic, like 2019 to 20 sometime. So they are so old. So it took me forever to find them because when they were out, I wasn't sure about them. I wasn't sure that I needed them. We weren't really going anywhere like that. I just didn't have desire for them. But maybe about 2 years ago, I decided I really wanted the shoe, and they were so difficult to find. Let me tell you guys a little secret. You know who really made me like these boots? It was Tracy Ellis Ross. She has these boots in 1001 colors. She would wear these boots so many different places in so many different ways. Oh, let me tell you this. I don't get into this whole, you know, not a second. I don't get into that because, listen, I have my own thought process about how I dress. My style is very personal to me. So, like, if I get something, it's a rhyme and a reason behind it. I'm just not a, let me race to get this out first to let people know that I'm just, you know, it's not my thing. But yeah, I'm often, you know, going after the things Tracy got. She's my style icon. She's also my Swarovski. My soror. So, you know, I have a love affair with her style and all of her fashion. So she made me get these, and I'm gonna be styling these real soon. I think me and these bad boys, we gonna be best friends. Moving along. So I found these at Vestiaire Collective. These are the Schiaparelli. I forget the name of them, but it's Trump. Don't get me the line. I'll put the name of them. Oh my gosh, these are kind of heavy, so let me put them down. I've been wanting these boots. I'm going to pop up a picture for so long. But if you know anything about Schiaparelli, they are very expensive. And it's not like I shy away from that because I have some really pricey pieces in my collection. But sometimes, for me, it's cost per wear. If I know I'm not going to get my cost out of it, I don't want to pay a certain amount for it. So I will wait until it goes on sale or try to catch it at a more reasonable price. And I saw these immediately. I snagged them because I'm like, I can do some things with them. And at this price, I probably can get my cost per wear. So I'm so happy about those. I know that these may be a little jarring to somebody. And like I said, you know, sometimes I like to do that. Sometimes I like jarring. Sometimes I like to shock the senses, if you will. And I know these are polarizing. So you don't have to come in the comments and tell me, hey guys, it look like her with the monster boots. Hey guys, they're so ugly. I don't effing care, okay? I like them. So somebody not liking something, okay. It's okay. I love them. I like them. But thank you for your concern. Thank you for the comment. But as for me, in my house, in my wardrobe, I'm in love with them. Anyway, I digress. Let's move along. Girl, I gotta take a coffee break after that. Because I'm telling you, these people will, you know, I'm not even gonna get into it. Not gonna get into it. But I'm gonna tell you this one, you know, you got the right one. Because let me tell you, this tongue is sharp and it's quick. And I'm gonna tell you, it's very intelligent. Do not let this southern accent fool you. I'm very nice. I'm a sweetheart, you know, super personable. I love people. Like sometimes I don't like being around people so much. You know, I'm just like one of those introverted extroverts. I don't know what you call it. Ambivert. Sometimes it's too much peopling. But I love people nonetheless. And I'm super kind. I'm a nice person. But baby, when you get the kid activated, honey, these 3 degrees gonna show. I'm telling you. I will clear my schedule. I'll clear my schedule because I don't like disrespect. You can have your opinion. And that's good and well. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but I don't tolerate disrespect. And I will gather you very quickly. And I will use all these SAT words just to discombobulate you. You won't even know. So let's, you know, keep the vitriol to a minimum. Because this is not what this channel is about. You know, I'm about positivity in my life, you know? I just want peace. I just want positivity. I just want to come on here and give you guys these fashions and this style of mine. And you can like it or not like it. And we'll still be good. We'll still be best friends. I mean, that's just how cool I am. Like, I'm not going to be upset. But just, you know, let's not do the disrespect. But yeah, let's go. So when these came out, I meant to take these out of the box. But when these came out, my Twitter fingers, they weren't moving quick enough. And usually I can get everything that I want when an H&M collab drops. I have gotten a game plan over the years, and usually I'm in and out like a thief in the night. I figure out the things that I really want, and I put those in the cart, and I hurry up and check out. And then the other stuff that yeah, I can have it, but I won't be mad if I didn't get it. I will go back to, but this time I was hemming and hawing, and I missed them. But God, but Jesus, okay? But Lord, his Savior, Christ Jesus. He was looking out for the kid, you know? So these came up on the Poshmark, and, you know, I got them for just about the retail price. So I was so happy. And I got these a couple of months ago. Like I said, I've never been the chick to run to the internet. I'm not thirsty to wear my items. I'm not thirsty to be the first seen in something, the first, you know, to talk about something. I just don't care about those things. That doesn't motivate me in life. What motivates me, especially in this world, is staying true to my style. And I'd rather sacrifice the race to the finish line than sacrifice my style. I want to showcase it in an outfit, you know, because it's not enough for me to come up here and say, oh my gosh, I got these boots. My channel is about showcasing style versatility and how to, you know, take pieces that you may not necessarily think will look good or that has some type of quirkiness or some type of polarizing effect to it and show you, like, don't be afraid, like, get the item. You'll figure out how to wear it. In any event, I have these and, you know, I'm going to wear it, you know, in a way that's just logical, you know, a pair of jeans. I mean, these are wide kind of opening boots. So you want to stuff the pant, you want to stuff the jean in them because that's how they're going to look more aesthetically pleasing. You have all of this design detail to show it. So you're not going to want to drape a pant over it. So it's no one or two ways to wear this. So we're going to be wearing these with some jeans. Obviously, we're going to be wearing them with a jogger, baby, because the jogger is a mainstay in my wardrobe. We love the jogger around here, so they're going to get worn with a jogger. And I may try them out with a trouser. I'm not too sure, but we'll see. Stay tuned. But these are so dope, right? So cool, girl, dope. Y'all know the kid love a good cool girl aesthetic. So this might be the prettiest box I've ever seen. And these are my first pair of this brand. I mean, I have other pieces, but never, I don't think I've had a pair of shoes. In any event, these are Alaia. This box is so stinking cute, honey. I just look at it. It looks like a little trunk. I just kind of want to put this on display. And it comes with this little buckle. It's actually functioning. It's like a little belt. But this was a sale item that I got from Essence. And I got a pretty good deal on these. Like, they weren't cheap, but they weren't as expensive as the retail price. So these are the Cage Booty. And I'm so happy that I got these because I've been wanting a pair of Alaia shoes. And the shoes that I was really looking at was these almond toe mules. And I could get a good wearing out of these. But I wanted something that was a little more funky, a little more fashion forward, but not doing too much because I know Alaia is kind of expensive. So I wanted to get something that was practical. And I love the fact that it is wedged. So this is like a translucent heel. The leather on these are patent leather. So I got these because I have these really cool Alaia jeans. I wore them for Fashion Week back in September. It's the peplum jean. I'll pop them up over here. And I thought these would look so stinking cute. And then I got this Alaia skirt that I've been looking for like all freaking winter. And I got some other type of Alaia-esque pieces in my closet and some other Alaia pieces that I'm eyeing. Y'all know who got me wanting some Alaia. Yes, it's that Tracy Ellis Ross. And so there are some things that I've been eyeing, and I thought it would be so good to have, you know, that Alaia aesthetic. Even though it's winter, I don't really care. I'll probably put on a cool sock, maybe a cool wool sock. I'll see how that looks. Also, maybe like a knee high. I'm not sure. I may wear them bare. Like, I haven't really tested them out because I just got this maybe a few weeks ago. So I haven't really like, really done any testing of styling with those. And so I got some thoughts on what I'm gonna do with those. So I got these bad boys. These are Bottegas. As you can see, they're square toe, so you should know that these are kind of older Bottegas. I'm not exactly sure when they came out, but they come in like a black and white zebra pattern. But I have the Gucci zebra pattern shoes, so I didn't need another pair of black and white zebra pumps. But I love the zebra pump so much. That is like my most worn shoe. I'm sure you guys know. I'm sure y'all tired of it. But honey, cost per wear. And I don't care. I'm going to wear my things. So be merry. Be bright. They're going to get worn. But I thought it would be so cool to get this camel and brown color. Because I am a neutral girl at heart. And they have the normal Bottega Soul. But I got these from Ukes. Maybe I got these like around Thanksgiving, a little bit before Thanksgiving. And I actually just wore these. I put up a video on IG. I'll put it here of me styling these shoes. And I think I'm going to get some really good wear out of them. I wanted a pair of shoes that, will elevate a look, but that I will grab for because the heel is sensible. But I think this is a real easy shoe. I can throw this on with a jean, with a trouser. Shoot, I feel like I can wear anything with a jogger. I can do some things with a jogger. We're going to try them with a jogger. We're going to see. Maybe a leather jogger. So I have this faux leather pair of jogger S pants from Zara. I'm going to try them with these and we're going to see how that works. Okay, on to the next one. So I usually don't do this because I've never really been a Coach babe like that, but I saw these I actually saw them some months back, but when my mother was here, she was looking for these Coach boots that she wanted me to buy her. And I saw these in the store and I was like, look at these are so cute. I tried to convince her to get them, but honey, she was fixated on, I think it was a sling back and those boots. But I was like, these will be so cute to wear around the house or when I'm filming my videos and I really don't feel like getting dressed. Or, I love a good errand look, baby. I like to be dressed comfortably when I'm running my errands, but the kid likes to be a little stylish too. Something like this to keep the style together, A little jean there, maybe a little trouser, a jogger. Wait. We gotta get that in there. And I just thought these would be, a little stylish element to add when I just don't really feel like it. So I don't want to think too hard. I want items where I can just put it on, throw something with it, and it's going to look stylish. Like, I really don't like to think too hard for my outfits. And in my world, I just really don't have that kind of time. I just got to move, and it just has to work. But that's the last pair of shoes. So let's move on to clothes, which I'm kind of excited about. So, y'all know who this is? If you know, you should know who this is. By just the color story, you should know who this is. But, and it says the Marc Jacobs. Yes. So, there's this Marc Jacobs jacket that I've been wanting for some time. But sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to pay the price for it because I'm not even sure I'm going to wear it that much. Or I'm not even sure that it's worth that price. But this went on sale. And I love a good peplum, honey. I loves me a good peplum. And I've always loved this jacket. And I almost bought it full price because I've been wanting it since it came out. And I've been waiting patiently because it just would never go on sale. Or I could never catch it on sale if it went on sale. But I was able to get this from the actual Marc Jacobs website. It has the Marc Jacobs patch back there, which I'm not very thrilled with. Because I've gotten away from logo mania, because a lot of the pieces is like, if you know the designer and you know their collection, the girls know what it is. The girls who follow this stuff, they know what it is. So I haven't I'm not over the logo now. I love a good logo, but I'm not tied down to the logo. So that's kind of why I wasn't that thrilled with that. But I have those Marc Jacobs Mary Jane doll shoes, doll pumps, and I'm going to style them with this. I mean, figuring out the bottom is not going to be that hard because the jacket is going to do all the talking. But I'm excited about having the two Marc Jacobs pieces together. I'm not like a girl who has to wear the designer all the way. We don't do the matchy these days. You know, we mix designers, you know. When I really want to go for a designer's aesthetic, I kind of like having some matching pieces, or, you know, more than one piece from that designer, just to kind of stay true to that aesthetic. So that's why I was kind of happy to have gotten that. Now, these I got from the Real. These are some Loewe joggers. It's a mohair jogger. So the texture you're seeing there is the mohair. Now, these aren't in pristine condition because they are brand new, but it's not like they, I mean, this is pretty much kind of like somewhat of the fabrications. I was super excited about these. I'll put up a picture to let you guys see them in all of their infinite glory. I wanted these when they first came out. Again, I'm not really a colorful girl, but you know, the black is kind of leading the charge here, and you got the colors over here, but they're colors that I can work with. And I'm gonna throw on a white pump with this anyway, because you remember I told you, when I got a colorful look and I need to shock the senses, I throw on a stark white pump. So I'm probably not gonna wear those Tom Ford pumps. I don't know, I'll try them on. Now, I'm probably not gonna wear those, but I have those Mason Margiela tabby pumps that I think will look so darling with this. And I got the things in my head. About how I'm gonna style these. So I'm so happy to have snagged these, because baby, these were a pretty penny at retail, and I was not gonna pay that. I love a jogger, I do. But I knew they were mohair wool, so I know how that works. It's hard to keep the fabrication in a pristine type of condition when you have mohair fur. So I knew that would piss me off at the price point. So the price point I got it at, I'm kind of satisfied with. I'm not sure if I'm satisfied with the state of the item. They told me it was like medium fuzzies. And I feel like it's more than medium fuzzies. I mean, I can figure it out, but versus the price, you know, I'm probably going to call the Real because I'm not happy with the description. But it's a pant that I really want, so, you know, we'll probably figure it out. But I digress. The last item up for bid. When I saw this item, I almost broke my neck trying to get to the shopping cart, because this is like almost a $3,000 skirt. And it was on a deep discount. It was on a deep discount. And I was able to get a coupon code off the website to get another 25% off. And I was like, it was just God, honey. Because I was going back and forth. Should I buy this skirt? Because I mean, what too cheap, but it was a good price compared to the $3,000 tag that was sitting on it when it came off the runway. Once I did a little two-step dance in my head, and then I saw the extra 25% off coupon pop up, it's like the Lord is trying to tell me something. I need this skirt. So this is an Alaia skirt that I snagged on sale. I don't know if it's showing up on camera because it's a cream white, but it's like fringe. It's probably not going to show up on camera because it's too much light and it's washing it out. But it's like a fringe. I'm going to move it so you can kind of see it. And I'm going to pop up a picture over here. And so this is part of a set. And it comes with a fringe top. Now you can get, it's like a turtleneck version of a fringe top. And it's kind of got some slits opening in the back. Or you can get the sleeveless version of the top. I really didn't care which one I pulled up on, but I wanted the set, and Jesus was with me with this skirt, but you know, I still got to find them. I still got to find them when it comes to this top. And last week, I've been searching. Haven't been able to find the top, but you know, I'm still going to try because I would love to have this as a set, but if not, I can find a way, you know, because the girl, you know, I don't rest on sets. I don't rest on sets. Somebody said to me once, this was during the pandemic, because you just wear sets. I'm like, girl, we're in a pandemic. All they making now is sets, cozy sets. We not going nowhere. Where am I going? I'm going to put on this little two-piece and I'm going to go on about my day. Now, I'm going to do me. I'm going to jazz it up. Now, you know, I was doing my 1-2, doing my big thing. You know, I had my Louis Vuitton sneakers. I put on a little pump here and there, throwing a little wide brim hat. But, you know, I wasn't doing too much because we weren't doing too much. We wanted to be cozy, comfort. But let's let it be known, the kid doesn't rest on a set. So, you know what? If I can't find the top, it's okay. Because I will style it. It will be styled to perfection in an Alaia way. And if I can't figure it out, I'll just go to my sister Tracy's page and we'll figure something out. We'll see if she'll give me a little inspo, a little motivation to get my wheels turning. Because I know she probably got it. So we'll see. But I'll make it do what it do without the top. But if you see the top, please message me. You can DM me. You can come in the comments. Or you can come to me on Instagram. However, whatever feels more comfortable for you. But if you can find it, please let me know. Thank you. That's the last part of that. But I do have some stuff that some new in beauty. So got a little package. And I got some hair products. This is the L'Oreal Glossing 5-minute gloss. Now this is going to work well for my wigs. So y'all know the kid likes the wigs and stuff. And you know, I gotta keep my wig, I gotta keep it, I like it flowing, you know. I like to be able to just throw it back. In order to do that, you know, the hair gotta be free. It has to be able to move. It has to be light. It has to be airy. And you know, when you want your hair to shine and you want it to do this, you know, you can't always put the heavy creams and oils in it. And this is like a glossing mask. So it's like in conditioner form. So this is going to be good to keep the wigs together. Because y'all know I gotta be able to throw it back when I have my long hair. And I don't know if y'all know it. The kid is in her 40s. I'm up there, you know. I do a good job at keeping it together. But this is some anti-aging moisturizer. Let me tell you, this stuff is good. It works. I already have this cream, but now I got another one on deck because you got to keep the skin moisturized. I mean, I know some people's like, I don't do skincare. I got naturally. No, you don't. And if you did, you won't. Because we all age. We all lose collagen. And I like to keep my face moisturized. I keep to me a serum, some niacinamide, some vitamin C, some hyaluronic acid. Keeps the serums. So this is gonna do well for me. Now I don't know if y'all know anything about curly hair. Curly hair is a lot to deal with. Whether it's the hair on your head or the weave on a wig, it's quite the work. And I find that this sculpting gel from Garnier works really well. So when I have like a, you know, a wavy, wet and wavy, I don't really do too much wet, but I'll do a little wavy. I wanted to find those curls. So I will use this and it works wonders because it doesn't leave the hair crunchy. And this hydrating oil right here, you know, even if you get a little crunch, you just put this, you know, rub it in your fingertips, get it together. Go ahead and put it on a little short hair. You see that shine? But yeah, so this is a great hydrating oil. It's not too heavy and it smells magnificent. And when you want to refresh those curls, get the refresher spray. Because like if you are a curly hair girly, we all know, because there have been times where I've tried to wear my curly honey. I just don't really do too well with it. Like my hair is natural. It's really long. I've tried during the pandemic. I tried a little curly thing. So I know like when you know, pin it up at night, wants to mat into a shape, you know, you need this little refresher to get it together. You know, I do know that. So this stays in the box. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys, you know, some new in beauty, some stuff that you should be on the lookout for, the things that really work in a very practical way. But that's all I have for you guys. You know, you guys don't have to pay anything to be here. All I ask is that you like the content just to keep me in the algorithm. If you like what you're hearing here, if you like my vibe, if you like this jam, if you like, the style and the kid, check out the Instagram, because I don't have that much here. I do have some here, but I don't have that much here. So check out the Instagram. If you like the styling, stay here. Add me. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell button. But until next session, we're gonna do a styling session. We got to get all this together. We gotta let you guys know how to wear this stuff. But until next time, I'll see you lovely, cool kids later. Okay, toodles.